Welcome back. For today's Tour Tuesday, I went this morning for an exclusive look into a brand new Panda Express coming to Altoona. Take a look. To crowd favorites like beef and broccoli, and of course, orange chicken. If you've never been to a Panda Express, Chad says not to worry.
How to Panda. So basically you're going to walk in the door and you're going to get welcomed just like hopefully you're getting welcomed at your Thanksgiving dinner.
But as we looked at the menu, it was hard not to imagine the aromas of those famous Panda Express dishes, from appetizers like their chicken pot stickers and veggie spring rolls to their sides of chow mein and fried rice.
What if the most popular dish at Panda Express is secretly the worst value on the menu? Everyone orders orange chicken because it feels safe, sweet, and familiar, but when you realize it has more sugar than a can of Coke and often sits for hours in sauce until the breading turns to mush, you start to wonder if you're being sold comfort or just nostalgia on autopilot.
We sell over 110 million pounds of orange chicken every year. We have Panda Express in all 50 states now. We also have stores internationally in 12 countries. A store on average, we may make over 100 pounds of chow mein. This is our wok station in the back of house. It's an open kitchen, so everybody that comes can see what's happening. We're using jet tip burners that go 100,000 and 150,000 BTU. You know, a lot of times we're the first taste of Chinese food for a lot of people in the US. This is our water blancher where we can par cook and boil vegetables. Lastly, it's our sauce cart. This is all the sauces that we make in-house and our condiments that we're going to be toasting, our aromatics.
Stay tuned, because the dish that built Panda Express's empire might be the one you should skip first. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great! Thank you so much. Now, back to the video.
After you sample and decide what you want, you just make your way down the line to the Panda Express employee that will ring you out. For us, we had the best Panda employee and the best Panda Express customer as well.
And you're going to come in and you're going to be given the opportunity to try samples of anything. Anything you want, every time you come in.
That's right, there'll be a drive-through too. And with this modern look and feel comes a modern ordering option as well. You can order online. Chad called Panda Express fast casual dining. Quality food, quickly served.
If you eat at Panda Express, you've probably ordered the orange chicken without even thinking twice. It's the brand's mascot dish, the one plastered on every box, billboard, and menu board. It sells a story of comfort, crispy chicken in glossy sauce, always the same no matter what town you're in. That predictability built the chain's empire and keeps lines moving fast. But there's a quiet cost hiding in that sticky orange glow. The truth is, this dish is more dessert than dinner. Every bite carries a rush of sugar that rivals a can of soda. At first, it feels good, sweet, familiar, safe, but that's the trap. You get the dopamine hit from sugar and nostalgia, not the satisfaction of a well-cooked meal. And once that sauce sticks to the breading, time starts working against you.
Our most popular dish by far is our orange chicken. It's what we're known for. The first thing that we do is we'll make the sauce. First ingredient, we'll have our starch in there, and this will help thicken the sauce later. This is kind of like our mother sauce. It's got, the next ingredient we'll add is our vinegar. This sauce and this flavor profile, the inspiration is from Yangzhou, China. That's where our founders are from. In that region, there are a lot of sweet and sour flavors. Soy sauce, a little bit of sugar, some ginger, garlic. We're going to add 1.5 quarts of water. I know it looks like a lot of sugar, but it's for a lot of batches of orange chicken.
Under the heat lamps, the once crisp coating softens, turning to a kind of syrupy paste. Former employees have said those trays sit for long stretches between batches. By the time you're served, what was fried is now steamed in sugar. That's the trade-off for consistency. It's not cooked for you, it's cooked for the crowd. The sauce hides how tired the chicken has become, and the nostalgia hides how little value you get for that price. It's marketed as safe comfort food, but the comfort part stops after the first few bites. The rest is a sugar overload that leaves you sluggish and unsatisfied. Think of that orange chicken as a habit with a receipt attached. For the same cost, you could order something lighter, fresher, cooked hot instead of reheated in syrup.
He noticed a lot of citrus in dishes, so he got the idea of taking a Hunan-inspired dish flavor profile, and he merged that with citrus flavors, and that's how orange chicken was born. Golden brown and delicious. Next thing we're gonna do is toss it with the sauce. So you wanna heat up your wok till it gets nice and hot. Next thing we'll do is we'll start with our aromatics in the wok. First thing we wanna do is fry it up. It's already been fried once, so this will be the second fry. But you see it's like the little ridges. It's not smooth, and that holds all the sauce and it adds the texture. We're gonna fry our chicken for 7 minutes.
That's the real opportunity. You control where your money and attention go. And strangely enough, not every item at Panda Express falls into the same sugary trap. Some dishes actually prove the kitchen can deliver when it wants to. Now that we know what to skip, let's talk about what's actually worth your money and your appetite. Panda Express has a few quiet winners, dishes where their system of fast prep and constant turnover works in your favor instead of against it. The surprise is how the same kitchen that produces soggy, sugar-glazed chicken can also turn out crisp food with real texture. It is not magic. It is timing, recipe design, and how long anything sits under that heat lamp. Let's start with honey walnut shrimp. It sounds indulgent, and it is, but in a balanced way. The coating is creamy instead of syrupy, with enough crunch to prove it was cooked recently. The shrimp batches move quickly, so they rarely sit long. That quick turnover keeps the batter light and the nuts from tasting stale. It's a rare item where Panda's system helps rather than hurts. High demand means constant refresh. Next, beef and broccoli. It's simple, but that's the point. No sticky glaze, no sugar bath, just tender beef, crisp broccoli, and a mild sauce. Because the recipe has fewer ingredients, there are fewer things to degrade over time. Even after a short wait, it holds up better than most entrees. Then there are the spring rolls, the surprise MVP. They're often fried to order and reach you still crisp, not greasy. They show what can happen when the chain leans on technique instead of sugar. The contrast between the brittle wrapper and hot filling reminds you there's still cooking skill behind the counter. Vegetable fried rice and sesame chicken land in the same safe bet zone. They benefit from steady movement throughout the day, so freshness rotates faster. Light sauces mean less stickiness and better texture. When you learn to spot those signs, crisp, quick moving, lightly sauced, you start ordering like an insider. Every choice tells Panda Express which kind of food deserves to keep its place under the lights. Comfort food only works when it's actually comforting. Once it turns stale, syrupy, and overpriced, you're left paying for a memory, not a meal. The truth is, your best plate is the one cooked with real care, not the one hyped by marketing. Every time you order, you cast a small vote for what kind of food wins. Choose the dishes that prove Panda Express can still cook instead of coast. Hype fades fast, but consistency stays on the plate. Like and subscribe to help us keep the spotlight on the food industry's best-kept secrets.